What's up everyone? Doug's Custom Lures out here in the shop today. Gonna be making some tube jigs, one of my favorite baits of all time. Caught more fish on a tube than pretty much anything, especially up here in the north. Got to be throwing a tube. So what we got going, got all of our molds laid out here. One thing I like to do, these are the AI tube molds with the tubes with the spline, so there's no cut in the tails. Good thing there. Got a little cap with worm oil. Like to just dunk them in, get a little bit of worm oil at the end, helps them tubes fall right off. So we're gonna do that with all of them. We got the dead on plastic cooking in the microwave right now. Got 2 cups going because we're gonna make a bunch of them. Craw tube blend, floating. So when that tube hits the bottom, you're gonna have all those little tentacles floating around, just teasing and tempting like you want them to do. So we'll get them going. I'll check on this plastic real quick. In my very fancy $49 Walmart microwave. Takes a little while, but it gets the job done. So we got them put together. We are gonna check our plastic, almost done. Give it a quick stir. Just like that. All right. Back in the old nuke box for another 2 minutes or so, because it takes a while. Now I like to set my molds up here like that. I use these clamps. Makes things go a little quicker. We're gonna get these clamped up, get them all ready to go. It is a little cold out today, so I would not be surprised if we have a few misfires right away until these things get warmed up a little. I could go through with my little torch and warm them up, something like that. But for a Monday, that is too much work. The color we're going to be doing today is our Kiwis color. Dead on plastic, very original name that I thought up. Kiwis. Going to be using some medium-sized black, small black, medium green, and small green for it. One thing I like about that Kiwis color is the way that it changes. It has kind of a brown look, but as it gets thinner in those tails, you'll really see kind of a green come through. It's a nice color, nice and natural, perfect for anywhere in the world, any kind of fish, especially bass. We do have to, let's check this real quick, make sure I don't burn it. Get it out. That dead on is great stuff. If you're just getting into it and want to get a good plastic, don't bother with the rest. Just go to dead on plastics. It's great stuff. Like I said, this is the floating blend, and like that, I already overheated it. It's at like 360. No big deal. I really am liking these floating blends, especially for anything that works on the bottom. We are going to go with about 70 drops just right out of the bottle here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, jeez. Or about like that, because I lost count already. Not a big deal. Just get it in there. You can judge by the way it looks. If it's too thin, if you don't have enough of the colorant, it's just gonna look green. If you have too much, is there really too much of a good thing? I don't think so. We're gonna add a little bit more here. Oh, like that. Very scientific, very precise with our recipes, but they all look good. All right, yeah, we're getting there. We are going to couple more drops of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's exactly perfect. And then we actually are going to throw 1 drop of black, if I can find it. What did I do with my black? Black. Give it a good shake. We have 2 cups of plastic, so we are going to use 2 drops of black. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Mix that all in here together. Perfect. You see on the knife here, and the cup looks brown, kind of brown. Can't really get a good angle because I'm not a photographer, but it's nice and green when we pour it out. So we're going to add our flake to it and then send it in the old vacuum pot because it's a little, being so cold up here. It's May, but the weather wants to make it feel like it's still, well, May in Wisconsin. Holding on, nice and rainy out today, so there's lots of moisture in the air. These cups were all cold. The molds are cold. Everything's cold, so all that moisture shows up in the plastic after you start doing it. Gets nice and bubbly. So we'll get it in the vacuum chamber after we add our flakes here. Going with just 1 scoop or so of each color of the flakes. The big green, the small green, the big black, the small black. Give a lot of good contrast. Green will help bring out the green. The black will help bring out whatever dark colors. So let's get you looking here while we're stirring it, because that looks awesome. Let's see if we can, there. Take a look at that. Looks awesome. All right, put you back over here. Oh, there we are. All right. All right, gonna get that all stirred in. Perfect. It's starting to get cold already. Starting to set up on us. So we are going to nuke it for this last 38 seconds. And then let's make sure our vacuum pod is plugged in. Ready to go. Let's see. We'll put that right on the floor. She's ready. All right, let's check out what kind it's looking like. That is probably too much flake that I normally like, but it'll be good. All right, in the vacuum pod it goes. Let's see if we can't get rid of some of them air bubbles. You do want to keep an eye on that, because if you don't, once it starts sucking all the bubbles out, it will overflow and make a mess. Don't ask how, I know. So we're just going to keep a little eye on it. The gauge is climbing slowly but surely. There it goes. And I do need some better light. Let's give you a little look. See, kind of dark tour of the shop here. We got all of our baits hanging on the walls, bunch of crap, bunch of more crap all over. Got the Lund over there. Let's see if we can get you looking down into that vacuum chamber. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you can see that or not. We definitely got to work on our camera abilities. Ain't up there yet. All right, so let's set you back down here. We're gonna go get them. That should be good enough for this guy. All right, got the molds right there. All right, let's take a look what we got here. All right, looking pretty good. Most of them bubbles are gone. We're gonna mix them up a little here. Throw it back in the microwave to get it up to temperature where we can start shooting some baits. Got the N2 injectors. Gonna put a little drop of oil in there, get them nice and lubricated. These tubes, you do want to shoot them a little warm and a little quick to make sure all those little tentacle tails get filled in. So you want to make sure your injectors are ready to rock. That should be enough. We are sitting at 340, 341, 340, 342, something like that. Exactly perfect. All right, let's do it. Suck some plastic up. Put it in the hole. Little pressure. Perfect. Next one. In. Pressure. Hold it. Perfect. Top off. Top off. Ooh, she's getting a little slimy. And there you go. We're going to get that in there. Empty our injector out, get this thing back in the microwave to stay warm. So we're ready for our next shot. Boom, just like that. Nothing to it but to do it. We're gonna chop that plug up a little bit. Oh, excuse my cough. All right, back in the microwave, and we're just gonna keep hitting that sucker about 15 seconds at a time while we're doing with this, just to keep it warm. One thing I've noticed with the tubes, when you pull it out, they do not like to stay on the runners. So I get a tray out. We'll put a tray right here on my chair. Let this cool down a couple more seconds. I like to cut all this stuff off the top while I'm waiting, because all I'm doing is waiting, and it makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. So there we go. We can take that, cut it up real small, put it back in the cup with the rest, melt it down so we're ready to go for the next one. Yeah, we'll give you another 15. All right, let's check out what we got in here now. Not really, but we'll get there someday. All right. All right, look at those. Beautiful. Nice tubes. Let's see if we can get that. You can kind of see how it's brown and green. Let's see if we can get one off the thing here so you can really see. That one has a little air bubble. That one will go in my box because it's a little air bubble in it, but no problem. All right, then, easy enough to get these off. I just run my finger down them, pull all the little tentacles out of their little splines. Got it down like this, and it just slides right off. So you can kind of see that green coming through. Not the best light out here, but you get the idea. There you go. And we just set them on the pan to dry out and cure up for a couple days before we package them up and get them to your house. You know you want them. Go check out DougsCustomLures.com, QuickFishing.com. Also has this stuff on there. He takes care of all my website stuff for me. Great guy. I should say guys over there. Help out a lot of us smaller business guys who trying to make trying to make it in this business here. There you go. Great tube jigs. These will be available soon. They're not on the site yet. They will be. I am just getting these tubes out. I just kind of started these tubes, so we are working on getting them on there. I do make my own tube heads also, so you can buy your tube jig heads and your tube jigs all from the same place. Made right here in old Milwaukee. So there it is. So I got a bunch more of these to do. Really nothing else to it. We just do that same thing over and over and over again. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, send me a message. Again, DougsCustomLures.com, QuickFishing.com. We got the website right on there. We got the email. Send me an email. Let me know what you want. Have a good one.